Alright, welcome guys to another Blender live stream. I'm your host Morgan Ozpin, and today we're going to be continuing with making our Haxorus model from before. But before we start, I want to address the elephant in the room, or in this case, the room itself. Welcome to my new streaming setup. As you can see, we have a bookshelf in the background, a pillar, a portal, I would say, to another dimension. um, and I don't know, my good old freaking table with a glass sphere on top. I don't know why I have a glass sphere on top there, and also some freaking chains and a cage on top, just in case you guys are, I don't know, being a little bit too dumb in the chat. I'll put you guys in the freaking cage if I have to. I don't know if I should keep this streaming setup, guys. It is a pretty cool setup, not gonna lie, but I don't know if it's gonna be too distracting for you guys. Plus the screen now is already like half the size, and I can't really change it. I must add. So it's gonna be, I think, a problem to some of you. I'm not sure. So I sort of increased a little bit of the UI size here. I think the icons and all the buttons here are increased by a marginal degree, I think. At least to a point that that isn't too distracting for me or you guys, and you guys can still see what the hell I'm pressing. But other than that, I don't know if this is gonna be a problem in the long run. I'm looking at it from my phone, and it seems like things are still visible from you guys' end. Hold on, let me see what happens if I press this. If I switch to the shader tab, can you guys see all my shaders here clearly at least? If I change this to a, if you are at a 920 by 1080 resolution. I mean, kinda. Oh well, I think this is fair enough. Anyways, I still plan to, maybe just switch to my old streaming setup where it's just me and the chair and the window in the background. Just in case I want to do some video essay shit that requires me to actually show you guys what I make. But since this is gonna be like be part of a time lapse or something, I don't think I need to show you guys what I do here. Anyways, what I'm gonna do here is not that new per se. It's been something I've been doing since the Bisharp sculpt, wherein I just paint the shadows and everything in between, and I don't really rely on the shaders that much to figure out how the light bounces off my character, because we're just pretty much gonna be texturing everything. So, oh yeah, I forgot. I think I don't know if I put the freaking sign, but yeah. So I I don't know if I put the sign on my door saying that I'm live streaming to anyone who's coming by my room. Hold on. Sorry guys, I need to do an out-of-body experience here. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Alright, let's start this, shall we? Okay, hold on. Just make sure that my streaming chat is online. Alright. Let's just jump right into it. Okay. So first off, let's try to paint all of the midtones. I'm still debating whether I should probably add another light source, or at least you know, like maybe add a little light source over here. For now, let's just paint everything here. Alright, so this one requires palette number 3. And I'm gonna paint. Yeah, it feels like I need a light source from here. Alright, let's do that, shall we? I'm just gonna paint this shit here. Alright. I'm not sure if this is gonna look good, but let's try to experiment. And I have all the time in the world to split this into another third part if I wanted to. Because today is now my summer vacation from college. I mean, technically they're still, my college is still giving us like summer classes to do, in case you guys want to study. But I don't really do. Do you really wanna? Do you really wanna? I don't. I'm based on my belief, guys. I don't see the point of working / studying all year round. Because you know, like, what's the point of living if you can't just, you know, take the time to enjoy it and shit. So that's why I'm sort of taking a break from college for now. And I think the next time I'll probably start studying would be on August of this year. So I think I'll be having this break for a very long time at least. But it's enough for me to, you know, just go and enjoy life, like doing some other shit, watching some plays and watching some musicals with my mom, watching movies with my little siblings. Did I mention I watched Inside Out 2? Inside Out 2 was a really good film, in my opinion. I've seen people talk about it online. They say they complain about how the dialogue is very it's very obvious as to what's trying to say. Like when Joy said, "Anxiety, don't attack. You don't own Riley." It's like, oh, that's a very it's a very direct way of telling the audience that anxiety should not be a controlling factor in your life. But other than the fact that its dialogue feels very cheesy, to say the least, it is a very good film with a very good message. Like, it tells people that your emotions don't really dictate who you are. And it also, you know, sort of gives you the idea that people are not as one-sided as you think. Because I thought that by the okay, spoilers alert. I thought by the end of the movie, because there's this plant thingy, this core belief plant thingy that Joy has to get to, that pretty much tells Riley that he's a good person. I was kind of worried that it's gonna just end up with them ending the film saying that Riley is a good person when there are these other core memories that when there are these other memories from Riley that pretty much speak otherwise. Plus, you know, anxiety is already a part of her, so she's, you know, it's not always in the right headspace, you know. Especially when she just abandoned her friends and shit. But no, but they went the whole complicated route, and they actually put the whole made it the lesson that, you know, people are more than what they see. You know, we can't just say that someone is like a good person, or that you know that people are just are not good, or that you know you can't just limit yourself to just one trait. Like I think that's a good thing about the message design is behind Inside Out. Like people are just more complicated. You can't just call someone like a villain or a hero or not good enough or good enough. It's like that's like a very that's the thing I appreciate about Inside Out too. Although just the nitpick, there were just some parts of Inside Out 2 where I was like, I don't really get how how this plays to why this is a thing in Riley's head. Like, it was this thing with sarcasm. I was a little bit confused by why the fuck sarcasm creates this chasm in his mind. I don't know. It's like maybe I'm just not the expert at these kinds of things, but when there was this scene in the movie wherein Riley was like, there was this stream of consciousness, like a literal stream of consciousness that they were riding around, and then like freaking they were trying to get to the back of Riley's spine through the stream of consciousness, but as soon as Riley like told a sarcastic joke in front of everyone, this stream of consciousness suddenly created like a literal chasm, because it's sarcasm in between his, you know, his stream of consciousness, and I'm like, what how does this work? Maybe I'm just thinking about this too much. Think about this too literally. Or maybe this is something I should just probably just like turn off in my brain. But it didn't really hide the fact that I was like I was kind of like confused by that for a bit. But yeah, Inside Out 2 was great. I also watched some highlights of wrestling this past month, this past week, yesterday I think. Might I just say, I don't know if you guys are wrestling fans, but I feel like it's a good time now to get into wrestling. Because right now, the most interesting faction has just debuted in Raw. A faction, by the way, guys, is just like a group of wrestlers that act like a team among each other, that try to win championships together, and you know they're all in good terms with one another. Again, of course, wrestling is fake, but the most interesting faction has just debuted on Raw this week. I think it was called. Oh, I don't think. I'm sure the freaking faction's name is called the Wyatt Six. And if you guys have ever been like into the history of wrestling, especially if you were present at around the early 2010s, you may probably be familiar with the Wyatt family. And my God, they are one hell of a team. Not gonna lie, the Wyatt family. It was a team consisting of Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt, and they were a freaking powerhouse of a team. Not gonna lie, their whole gimmick is that they were pretty much a cult in the WWE. Again, wrestling is fake, but this is a very interesting faction because you don't really see, I mean, especially in the modern day wrestling landscape, you don't really see wrestlers play around with a gimmick, let alone a gimmick that actually sells well with the audience. But the gimmick of these supernatural wrestlers going into WWE was a very intriguing thing to watch. To give you an example, there was the last, I think it was called the Last Man or the I Quit match. There was the Last Man Standing match between Bray Wyatt and John Cena. That was a it was an interesting match, especially for 13-year-old me growing up in wrestling. The recent news with the Wyatt family is that two of the three members have already passed away, which is pretty sad because even without the gimmick, they were really good wrestlers. In my opinion, Bray Wyatt was just a good storyteller when it comes to the wrestling landscape, and Brody Lee, I heard was a good wrestler when he moved into AEW, which is another promotion that rivals freaking WWE. Yeah, they pretty much passed away. Sorry, I had to drink some water there. They pretty much passed away, but there were rumors going around that there were actually plans on getting people to revive the group, which at first felt like a cash grab of a thing, and very disrespectful to the people to the original members of the group, because this was pretty much Bray's idea, and trying to continue without him was probably not the best thing to do. But then there was rumors about who is actually going to be joining the faction. One of them is going to be freaking Bo Dallas, who is the brother of Bray Wyatt, who's also like a wrestler. Just in case you guys are wondering if this is guy is actually qualified to wrestle. Yeah, he is a good wrestler. I remember he was like a wrestler back in early NXT, and I haven't really heard of him until recently. And then there was Eric Rowan as well, who was like the original member of the Wyatt family. Let me just save this. And then there was Nick Cross, Dexter Lumis, I think, and another guy I forgot. Where pretty much I've heard are what Bray Wyatt originally wanted to be part of this upcoming faction, the Wyatt Six. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. And rumors stayed rumors until this week on Raw, wherein they pretty much debuted at the very last few minutes of this episode of Raw. And if you guys just search up like the Wyatt Six debut, and you are a very new to wrestling, you'd be actually pretty surprised with what they have planned with this group. As in, like, they are definitely what you would not expect if you are new to wrestling, and you're thinking, yo, is wrestling just like a bunch of freaking meatheads freaking fighting each other to the death and shit? No, this faction is a really nice spin to what you expect wrestling to be. And there's no better way to experience it than to watch the freaking debut yourselves. They're a really scary group of people. I feel like this is what probably you would expect from like a villainous group like the Sinister Six from Marvel. Except they are, they're leaning towards the supernatural side, and but other than that, they're they're one hell of a group. You guys have to probably watch them. Anyway, let's try to now make. Well, there's some stuff I need to make here. Like, let's make sure this is, yep. Alright, let's just paint the shit out of this side. Oh. Alright, there we go. And I want to know where the... How does this freaking go? Alright. So it's kind of like that, I think. Anyway. I gotta say though, it's like it's really hard for people, for someone who is not in the know to get into wrestling. Because I don't know, it just feels like, because from the outsider's point of view, it feels like just like another close combat sport to someone who is not into wrestling. And if anyone actually knew about the kayfabe side of wrestling, they would think, oh, what's the point of watching wrestling when it's all fake? But if you actually go and watch an episode of Raw, you would know that, you know, it's not about who wins or who loses fairly. It's all about like the story, you know. And I don't know, I feel like if you want to get into wrestling, you need to watch first the promotions that they have before matches, wherein it's just like, I don't know, one or two people talking in front of an audience on the mic. Because those are pretty much just direct ways for wrestlers to tell a story in front of an audience. And you know, it's a very nice way to get into wrestling, you know. If you know what the story is all about. Anyway, let's just paint this shit out of Haxorus. Oh, by the way, I watched the last few moments of Nintendo Direct this week, or I think no, it aired like a few hours ago, didn't it? I didn't watch the first few moments of the Nintendo Direct. I heard there were rumors that that there's going to be like a new console coming out, which I probably thought was going to be a lie, because I don't know, like with the whole thing with Nintendo's Wii U, I thought that Nintendo would probably milk the shit out of the Nintendo Switch before they decide to switch to another console. So yeah, I think they're gonna stay with the Nintendo Switch for quite a while. But what did I expect from the from the freaking Nintendo Direct was that we finally got Metroid Prime 4, which is a surprise. If you guys are not aware of the history behind Metroid, Metroid Prime or Metroid in general, Metroid is a franchise Nintendo that's notorious for having one of the best games in the Nintendo catalog. Just look at, you know, just some recent games they released, like the remake to Metroid Prime and Metroid Dread. They have like one of the best games overall. Like I would even suggest that it's even better than their well-known IPs like The Legend of Zelda and Mario or Pokemon, because I'm a big fan of what's it, Metroid Zero Mission, Super Metroid, um, and also even the Metroid Fusion. I'm a big fan of those games. But the the one complaint that people always have with Metroid is that it takes a while for them to really release a game from the franchise. And to give you an example, Metroid Dread was a game that was, I think, it was like 20 years in the making. Because the last entry to the 2D Metroid series of games was released in 2002. And ever since then, people are wondering, well, yo, is it gonna be like a Metroid 5 or something? And the rumors came. They say the Metroid Dread was gonna be a thing back in, I think, 2010 or 2005. I'm not sure. Around that time span. And nothing really came into fruition. Only up until 2021 of the Nintendo Treehouse Direct, when they finally said, "Yo, freaking Nintendo Metroid Dread, it's a game now," and people like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And people forgot the fact that it took like 20 years for them to release this. Just I guess a much better thing to happen to a game than for it to rush in development. But then there was this other problem that people have with Metroid. It's that with their 3D lineup of games, which is the Prime series of games. There was they released like a teaser to it back in freaking 2016, I think. 2016. They released a teaser to Metroid Prime 4, which is I'd say it's barely a teaser at all. They just showed the number 4 in front of everyone, and the logo came in, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? And they didn't even show any gameplay and shit. So people are wondering, yo, is this gonna be a thing, or is this like a cancelled project? So freaking, I think 8 years have passed now, ever since the first teaser to Metroid Prime 4. And now they released the freaking trailer, and it was like, oh my god, it's actually real. Oh my god. And I don't know, I guess now I have to come to terms with the fact that, you know, maybe I should probably just let Metroid cook. Let the franchise cook, because once they release a game, there's really no going back, you know. It's like most of the games in the Metroid Prime, in the Metroid franchise, are pretty good. Aside from maybe, I don't know, like Metroid Prime Hunters or Metroid Pinball, which are just forgettable DS titles, but overall, Metroid's a pretty fine franchise when they finally decide to release games and shit. Anyway. Okay, so that's the I forgot to put a... Yeah, I should probably put some... I'll maybe make a in-between mid-tone here. Just go ahead and paint the shit out of this. I'm gonna do an erase tool, just go ahead. Go ahead and make this a bit more shiny. save this. Let's switch this to this side. And I notice that I still haven't done anything with the hands here, so I'll probably have to paint that as well. Okay. Okay. Probably get to playing more games, but I'm finding it hard to actually get started with any games at all. like for example, I wanted to play Sonic Advance 3 for a while now. But the only problem was that I just couldn't force myself to play the game. Maybe because I just now grown to the fact that I'm probably not gonna get a lot of enjoyment out of this, and I don't know, this post-nut clarity whenever I play a game now, where I'm like, did I just waste my time playing this game and shit? Like, so that's always like what my freaking mentality whenever I play a game, which is why whenever I want to start playing a game, I want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of what I started with, and I don't want to play anything that has a long-term goal in mind, like for example, like League of Legends, I think. No, Mobile Legends. I tried to get into Mobile Legends a while back. And you know, I reflected on my time playing a game, and I was like, yo, this this I'm starting to act like a boomer here, but yeah, I think it was my classmates that got me into the game. But the more I got into the game, I was like, I thought to myself, you know, I'm never gonna get good at this game. It's not gonna be like a game that I'll probably have enjoyment with, considering that there are a lot of toxic people in these MOBA types of environments. So I don't know, I just pretty much stopped playing. And so yeah, that's my freaking opinion with multiplayer types of games. But even with single player games, it's like this doesn't feel like the game I would want to play, like with Sonic Advance 3. Because I finished Sonic Advance 1 and 2. And when I played Sonic Advance 3, I don't know, it just felt not the same for me. Maybe because I just I just think that Sonic Advance 2 was pretty much peak Sonic for the GBA. What's the... Yeah, that's the right one. I'll just make sure that these are... Yep. I'll paint this shit now. The thing about Sonic Advance 2, guys, is that Sonic was actually fast in that game. That's not to say like they tried to make him fast with the other types of games, with the other Sonic Advance games for the GBA. But the thing about Sonic and Sonic Advance 2 was that each level was designed for Sonic to actually go fast and shit. With Sonic Advance 3, it felt like every stage is designed for... It's pretty much designed for Sonic to just slow down and shit. No, and that's not to mention the freaking partnering system that they have. I don't know. I feel like Sonic is best if it's like a turn off brain moment. You know, it's just Sonic just dashing around, and you don't have to worry about shit like who you're going with, like with with Sonic and Tails or Sonic and Amy and shit. The thing I like most about Sonic, he just dash through levels, and you know they'll probably like give you a little bit of a curveball here and there by putting some spikes in front of your way while you're dashing forward. But overall, like Sonic is best when it's still moving fast and shit. And in Sonic Advance 3, I never really felt that with Sonic. Okay. Let me just make this. Alright, time to make this shit now. Wait, I have to put some more shadow into this. Oh god, there's probably a better way to paint these shadows here. Yeah, I probably need to make another light source here at some point. Anyway, let's try to paint the arms next. I think this is an easy thing to paint. Alright, I mean this is pretty much straightforward. Alright. Anyway, any of you guys Sonic fans? I just noticed I pretty much made like a whole ramble about what the fuck is happening with the Sonic franchise. I haven't been in touch with the recent Sonic games. I heard there was they're releasing Sonic DLC for Sonic Generations called Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I don't know if you guys gotta type in Sonic X Shadow on Google search, you'll probably get different results. I'm not gonna lie, so they pretty much screwed the marketing with that game by giving it that one hell of a title, Sonic X Shadow Generations. But yeah, I haven't been looking at a lot of Sonic content lately. You guys might probably think now I'm a furry when in fact I'm not. Fuck that. I know, I genuinely think like Sonic's games. Sonic has the potential of being a good game franchise if it wanted to. I mean I can just see the praise that had with Sonic Frontiers. Just that I feel like Sonic could improve as a series if it just has better levels, in my opinion. Has better level layouts, in my opinion, wherein Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah, I think Sonic would do much better if it just had better levels wherein newbies can still like dash through levels and not give a shit. Anyway. Okay, next thing I think I should probably paint the legs. That's the other major body part here. Alright. Let's do the I think we can make the thighs next. Alright. Is my character my character is already like leaning its head forward. Oh, by the way, for new viewers in chat, let me know if the blender window is too small for you guys. I can always like switch to my other streaming setup to get rid of all these clutter on my screen, like the bookshelf and the freaking table that's underneath my window. But I was looking at some of my old VODs, my recent old VODs, and I noticed that like my stream just doesn't have anything going with it. So I was like, okay, we should probably change this. Probably make my stream more beautiful by adding like pretty much my dungeon, my chamber into here. But then even back then I was like wondering if I should even have like a streamer setup, because I noticed that it does get a bit too distracting. And I noticed that whenever you whenever you have this sort of streaming setup, you have to actually shrink the window. It actually contains all the things you're actually doing on stream. So I'm like wondering, how the fuck do the other VTubers lay out their streams without having anything be unclear or anything. Yeah, and I just figured like fuck it, I'll just try to test this new layout out and see if people like it. And I could see this as a thing that may how do we say this? This could be like a thing that may disappoint people who are here to actually, learn something for their own Blender projects. And because now that my stream is my window is already shrunk to a considerable degree, they might not be able to see what I'm doing. But hopefully you guys don't see this as distracting. I'm still planning to switch to my old Blender setup just in case I want to do another video essay where I explain what I'm doing in front of an audience. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. Okay, now it's time for texture paint this shit here. Oh my god. Alright. Do that. How long have I been streaming? Freaking. Ooh, it's not even an hour yet. Alright. Oh, we have a lot of time, guys. We have a lot of time to actually adjust some of these stuff here. Let's also try to make it thing right there, as well as here. Oh, where's the over here? So paint this side here. Okay, and maybe a little bit of thing here as well. Give the impression that there's this thing at the back. Cool. Alright. Let's now make a little bit of a mid-tone over here. Alright. Let's do an erase tool. And try to paint a little of this. That's nice. So paint this shit. Cool. Why is there a... I know that there's this little thing popping out here. Let me just fix that. There we go. Alright, let's switch back to palette. There we go. I'm going to also paint the shit out of this. Alright. Save that. this side. Try to fix the I'm thinking that probably just trying to fix these creases off stream maybe, because I feel like it'll be one hell of a headache to stream this, to stream me fixing this. So I'll just focus on maybe doing the major parts here for now. All right. So I might have to. I think I may be making a. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe doing. I think maybe some shine to this. It's feeling a little bit washed out here. So what I'll do. Increase the saturation here. Actually, no, I think we need to make another. We need to make another color palette here. Erase this for now. for these changes for now. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, one more. Okay, this one look good. The trooper does. A way to fix this. No, which one? Okay. let's paint this ship next. Let me just paint the colors of this. Alright, next up. This here. Am I leading? Okay. Alright, we got that shit here. Adjustments here, like that. It's gotta be like a texture brush that sort of animates this this rough texture I'm going for. I'll keep at this for now. Switch this to palettes 4. Make it shine like that. let's make the texture of this one as well. Alright, let's save this. Save this. Oh, the lot of things haven't saved here. Alright, let's now make his hands. I think it's straightforward. Extra things. Just make hands shadow. Then make a new image. Call it. Oh my god. For this texture default, call this hands. Right, that out of this side. It's also a little bit too. I think it's gonna be here. Alright, before I make anything here, I want to see how this looks if I add a grease pencil modifier. Okay. Wow. Dang, what the fuck? I had to fix that part though. Overall, it's kind of slick, I'm not gonna lie. Woo! Wow, I made this. Okay. Let me just see if everything here looks good. Just fix that one part in the I'm gonna create a shape key here. All right. This one's a bit more straightforward. that. Right, looking good, looking good. The man's about to be ready to skate. Alright, now to this part. I hope this isn't here. Oh my god, really? These. Alright, let me just send these parts here. more thing. Wow, what the heck is this? This ain't something I painted. Oh, I think I crashed it. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna crash in a bit. Oh, never mind. Just... Whew! Got me in panic mode. change the layout color here. Okay. Alright, now we got this covered up. Let's just include the I think it's already pretty much okay already. What I'll do now is first bring back line out like that. Bring back the armature, please. You know, this is a hiding line actually now. Just see if this is centered and shit. Around here, maybe? Wait. Maybe around here, maybe. Alright. I think I'll do that for now. Let's now create a ground for him. And let's create a rock generator. Rock. There we go. Now for the shader here, I think I'm just gonna import one from an asset browser. There we go. basic cartoon shader. That's like all these layers here. Here are all the shadows here. It's very unrealistic. Shadows. None. make a cylinder. Alright, there we go. Now, I need to change this to shader editor. Alright. So we got this entire thing, and I'm gonna make a sky out of this. Mix color and Voronoi. The Voronoi would be good with this one. Do some linear lighting. Let's do some math. hashtag frame right now. I don't know if I want to make a shit. So guys, there's some kind of freaking car and outside that's making some noise. Close the door there. I don't know, guys. Is this considered complete a complete model? Let me see how this looks on stream. It does look complete on when I look at it from this angle. I guess my main problem with the Haxorus' model is that it doesn't feel like a... How do I say this? Like, there's not really something... It's a very complicated, I guess the reason why I don't think it looks good is because Haxorus models are very complicated. It's a very complicated shape, and I just cannot see what else I can add to this. I changed the FOV. Let's switch it to 25. Maybe increase the shadow intensity. Hi. Yeah, I'm still live streaming. I mean, it looks good, guys, but I feel like I can do more. Let's see. Let me look at my reference one more time. It's gonna add to this. Alright. Probably try to fix this off stream, guys, because I feel like there are a lot of things I need to make with this Haxorus. That's something I couldn't think about while streaming. So also I still need to fix some of these creases here maybe. So yeah, I think it's gonna be the next thing I'll probably do. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna be freaking rendering this in a little bit, so be on the lookout for that. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. Now, go read a book. See you.